Today's Money Lead now. Exactly what has President Trump done since taking office to separate himself from the global business empire he built? You'll recall his stacks of folders in a news conference days before his inauguration. President Trump and his lawyer insisting that documents inside showed that his efforts to transfer entities of the Trump Organization to his adult sons and a financial officer had been made. Reporters were not permitted to look inside those files. In today's edition of Conflict of Interest Watch, new documents revealed by ProPublica may show us what President Trump did not. CNN's Christina Alessi joins me now. And Christina, what did ProPublica dig up?
Well, it essentially showed that Trump is still very much the boss. He has the final say when it comes to his companies. The trust, which those documents outline, creates another legal layer, but it's questionable if it resolves the issue of conflicts. These documents shed light on Donald Trump's trust, the one that's housing his business interests. The two takeaways here: the trust is for the exclusive benefit of President Trump. That means he makes or loses money from his companies. Also worth noting, President Trump can revoke the trust. That's the second part that's highlighted there. Remember that President Trump said he'll continue to receive profit and loss statements for the company. So if he decides that his trustees aren't running the business well, then he'll just tear up the arrangement. At least he has the power to do so.
Just to try to understand this, he's not making day-to-day decisions, but these documents mean he still retains power over his companies and he's still making money from them. What do ethics lawyers have to say about this arrangement, given the discovery of these documents by ProPublica?
They're essentially the ones that we spoke to today anyway, calling it window dressing, and that the documents prove that there's no real separation between Trump and his businesses. And essentially, that's what Democrats say, too. In fact, the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee called the documents smoke and mirrors. And Jake, a real-world test is coming up for President Trump. Remember, the Trump Organization leases the building for his D.C. hotel from the federal government. Now, the lease technically bars elected officials from being party to that arrangement. So the federal agency overseeing the lease, the General Services Administration, must decide whether this trust arrangement that we just talked about creates that separation between Trump and his businesses. But here's another possible conflict. Trump appoints the head of that agency, so the person that's going to be making the call essentially will be appointed by the president. Now, Trump hasn't appointed that person yet, but Democrats are pressing the GSA to make a call on whether President Trump is violating the lease. And today is the deadline for the agency to provide some clarity around this, Jake. And I'm watching to see if the Dems get some answers. So far, I spoke to several. They haven't heard anything from the GSA just yet.
All right, Christina Alessi for Conflict of Interest Watch. Thank you so much.